Yamamo akwaba kese se wonyi wo fidie dia ene nyame hya opa se uguso hye dwebem dwumedie ne so ewo CTV utimi esan ekọ ye Facebook ne so at my CTVGH okọ ye Twitter obenya yen osan ekọ ye YouTube nso obehun se ye twa ye ho frede ewo ehonom ofa eduso eye edika midi no eye Elaine Attoh ene no ade bi etwa imfonyi bi etwa ne ho ewo Ghana a enye asem kuma eni ya pamfo so aye krado aye ne ebe twetwe nkomo efa oyaw kodenda enim guasie a Ghana fo ye nyina ebe to ye sanhwe yi a ansa na ebe ko no unim say we ya pamfo bi omutimi eso ya sen emadwumade we etimi ekototen EA Express Herbal eye de dikan ewo ye list ne so are you suffering from any sort of medical problem? Medical condition be a tete or how wadring, say a gonorrhea, say a typhoid fever, say a syphilis, hepatitis, prostate disorder, chlamydia, sexual weakness, and as infertility. Na dia friend irregular heart beating, so a diana a tete wana any dranina betua EA Express Herbal Clinic, said ya beya womitimi, a two yariana siama wa wintimi embebium. Omonso a state of the art laboratory, our mutimi a diagnostic unit, and so it me a sheni pediani. Ti aye friend psychotherapy and as physiotherapy nso wamutimi ehwe wadwene ede emaw massage unit nso eka ho counseling adwe no sabi bibi etete wo broken heart fo no ene wo nso utimi ekọ ho no ma wetimi ene doctor etwetwe nkomo na wetimi anya wayaresa wo pese onyare wayaresa na ukọ ho nso a edwada saa ekopim fiada ebo anapa 8 eko do 5 pm dia utimi kodu ho no mu a mesew se wo yare no we bedwane and some baby. Omo ewo Kaneshi Swan Lake CPP Junction. Kaneshi Swan Lake CPP Junction. Na number we timi afresh so pese woni doctor twetwe nkomo ansa wakodu ho no. Eye 0244 949242. And I said 020-7780-2212. Mesa bonamba ni subi omedi ama 0244 949242. And I said 020-7780-2211. Ena pache die no edusu ena pache die aso utse ho ese wuni do ana ade ore fi so wo maame ana maame do de ade a eye odosronko eno nti ena CMG etimi aka omwadwen abom penyimfo e wa aka omwadwen abom ahwe hunu se month of May ni nyina no e wo say etimi celebrate enanom yenim se eye 14th of May a eye Sunday ena eye Mother's Day nenso esan se na ho ahia nti yen yakucha ni nyina de abom ni akase the whole month of May no ye be celebrate ye nanom enunti tro 100 words fa be somye na 100 words nso no hashtag bi wo ho hashtag no eye a gift to mom CTV hashtag no eye a gift to mom CTV right o de tro na fa send the number way 055-873-4552 055-873-4552 my words na 100 pepe do be ka ho an ka why disqualify wo ho say de be ya wo ne wo maame wo betimi akonya dinner sronku bi a yetimi ahyehye e de amawo ena pa ache de ena ye de eno nti ena pa ache de CTV CMG etimi ade program we e de amamu nyina kid syrup eno eye kids syrup the appetite for booster for kids se opese wo ba ne appetite anase wotimi enyini fonfon edemawa ene eye kids syrup ewo vitamins ions any minerals a ewo mu etimi edimutintima pa na opese akra no so enyini fonfon pa dia ene eye appetite tonic akra no ebia from 0 to 5 years no wotimi edema no ne nyina no eye Jukat Pharmacy kaswa wotimi enye omochi akwan number we nso ena obetimi afresh 02400 36324 02400-36324 and I said 0244-633-556 024433556 and I said 055-217-3787 055-217-3787 Okanshi drugstore lane utimi ekohonom ekotone dodo pa kids syrup na appetite booster for kids. Yeah, Papa Abekaya home enche Dr. Mr. T.T. Kateno and I said Penimpa T.T. Kateno and so Abekaya home. Abubakar Suleiman Yura. Dia otimi ejesopa luka and I said Mebo Laku. Laku. Patra si chebi wo mu ana.
Say bibia mu no kakra.
Eyen kakra.
Like little by little.
Little by little.
Apoko.
Oh, apoko. Patra kwa ba kese pa.
Thank you.
Patra bibia boko efie boko.
Eja. Na go pa ma de achi en de. Eni bibia esi se ebe ma na asida. Eja because na me an ka say yense na ahonde ni nkwa. Nti ade anya chiwa na ye de asida kese ama no.
Yede rade asese yetime de asida kese ma no na Yera Abubakar NPP communication team member kese pa ene no ena osa former national coordinator yeda asepa se wotime be kan ye ho pato me fa first ninka first was it me fa first ninka first ni hia ne pa different
so we nipa odi kan ya de bia oye ni yi
no correct
chiri for no ba na obi an difference
no difference no mo so atoa dia oye ye ne so na etimi aye fe e wo ho ene yen se be kwa ye be komu ansa Yera abeka ye ho we who say free SHS no we are not against it ana
yeah
na ye be say ye be hwe video bi ye ko video ni so a dia ye nyina ye be hu o video ni mu no na ya ka ho asem ti ye ba si ma mu me ko hwe video no. You're welcome. Thank you. I'll call for it. Yes, there is sound. The guy is talking.
Dynamics.
Health. I can say more about it because you just go to dining and just come back and just sit at the back and be eating and the flies there. So coming in sometimes when the wind is too much, it blows the papers and the scent is unbearable to control.
Have you had some of your students falling sick because of this?
Me standing for doing a force sick just recently. That was on Friday.
Which part of your body? What did you say is wrong with it? Typhoid and malaria. Okay. So right now, if you want to make an appeal on behalf of your colleagues, what would you say to the big man here?
Oh yeah, I'll just plead on my colleagues' behalf for him to build us maybe 1 or 2 toilets for us.
But I'm told that this used to be a toilet, so what happened?
Yeah, it used to be a toilet, but because there's not enough space and
space as in
like where to sleep and those things. So
they converted it. Okay. All right. What's your name?
My name is Gadla.
So when you fetch the dam water, what do you do? Do you filter it? What do you do?
Oh, as you are in school, you don't have money to go
You are so welcome back and mohwe dia ekoso ewo Ghana school eni enyan. This is Tamale. Wenye MPP ni NDC asemo. Wenye MPP ni NDC asem. This is a national problem. Ghana nyina. I was said we have to bow our heads in shame. We have to bow our heads in shame. As a country, we are not saying the free SHS is a bad project at all. It is not. As per its implementation, as per infrastructure, is what we are talking about right now. edwuma ne de obetimi a hyase o na so se wo hyase no ehun ntoma a obetimi de afra ho ehun cement a obetimi de aboa ehun atichafo baabi omo beda ehun baabi ankora na omo dabre omo eduane die mu omo books assorted infrastructure. Yero Abubakar pato nyina ehwe video no.
Thank you. Ya dika na ebe chia ahwefo na ya danya kopansa no penso atonso papa bi so ago man mu.
Yeah.
Free SHS dear. Se ebe kan wasema. Zade ebe chia wa. Enu krese aban na introduce free SHS. But Yakopa dum no my experience because me mami enu. Almost started me mami enu. Ekoi. Fantastic idea say you be free SHS. But me can omo na you thought ni say ka maban no to ne bo satam no more infrastructure.
Yeah.
Because all the schools Adisada, Wesley Girls, Vansipim, all the schools no infrastructure na ewo ho no. Enu ana na ewo ye di free SHS ne bae. Ko tama ye introduce no. Me madwin a me so me hu say ye infrastructure ne more at least take it time na 2019. Satan ye more infrastructure.
Yeah.
Ka traffic yi gra no enye emma
As so ma betin efie 2 months aye nim pa be ko no.
Omo di any transi ba no omo anje ndi say after first term no omo anje ndi say second term yeah omo so be ba no ebe crowd no be dos into utu so ona choke no ba
yeah
and a class and kwala be 50 no is kwala be 100
e broker
and a utie teachers ni bi kra na omo so bre because omo ye over time
okay
enye hu scanso na ede
omo
nti ade ba kokra na me boss pa na say education twase omo di man ma no so no
the quality has gone down.
It teachers ni bi omo yes classes because me ma try me ma classes fee from the teachers and sana aduane omo di no so no eno so akoye mass production
And now we can asem
fantastic plan but the quality no sabio anyhow and ohwe school no so me ka say so no aye ko school no ewumu education impedifo ba school mo be inspection
yes
so be kaya honorable so be kaya ye so no school bia no ewumu esi education ministry no and education service in Penifo ba be hwe inspection enti kan ye koso yi say ade a omu ye won a komehu ne ye koso
okay
and enye hope
e koso
look me back ko Adisada the whole block the whole house only 2 fan and on wall
dormitory honum no fan ne nu pe
Kweku's house meka Adisada Kweku's house the whole house no only 2 fan
na nkra he na dadan ne mu
omudoso nti mi ba no pa me chose dada bibi a me wo no ye fan nya adwuma ye bre and am say o say fan 2 pe the whole house no and ye adwuma and am say okay and mamini house master no nkasa on frame me the house master no frame me and am bisa no nya me ba no ekani na nukwe be no say nukwe and am say okay on kind fan aka
on beti media so
or see 9 or cocaine or frame back or see 9 fan over mesumi tu susu kakra say me bua me ban nkwa let me help so me to 9 fan 1 2 9 me o pictures all now me to me dey akire and I'm called present then I'm present kula me say to a lot of things on the people bathroom some sanitary
so
me turning na
asase no mo je sa ne amani
I bought all. This I to drink crack on my house.
Yeah, me sure.
And I omudi furnish and omudi 2 Kwekusa's platform no so now parents ni bi and I'm so say na ebe boa dia ebe boa me sa me wa see net na tete ntuntum kwa na ekun kola no.
And what is the PTA doing?
Me alone I bought 4 bundle of net. And sana parents ni boa and see ho me baba anso call Wesley girls parents PTA yen and e boka and e baby o mo jabe o say ma school.
Yes.
Ehon nyenyenyenye nti so ba ho a untrazima bank of fa
Debi yare ensa find the be fie debi
so to say contribute to nti na me bisa say ya pre ho nti e dey na e free e wade ya ye mu
because omu books classes omu nya
nyoma sika me say e wo me ma ze ba no be ko school nyoma nuane nyoma meto ni nyoma meto no okọ ndi 1 week e be san because me ba no yare tembia me ba no yare ba enti uhwe ne ayekọ no ukwa bo na okasa no go to so yare
he looks malnourished
so uko school mu so ade ba ko atwa se meka no schools no so clinic no so very bad
omo ni any type of medicine no
uyare utio uyare ubabia wo
para bibia
this is about Ghana. It's not about party politics.
No,
me I don't do that. A fantastic plan I be boy man, but let's do it well. Let's plan it well because infrastructure no so cause ukwa this other infrastructure be omunsi no from the previous time no oma do baby o baya bamba na ade ato the same thing so na essence bio and so it's very bad obi anka say enye papa but let's do it well and then hwe baby ankola ida so how will you feel
ejana bia no mu de omuti akoto ho
no yi video aw meda omo nkoye sa
omo ya ade
so omo so omo ko schools na
ankobo be ni enyan chense
nti mesre maban we have done well but we have to do it better please His Excellency and you say aya ade no na the boy unsafo yin ya ye free SHS yes ya ye free SHS but the quality anuane ankwala ni disesi akra no are ho ukohu dwan na obeka se zotoli business
for
because yes free nti ya nua dwane no anyhow
na sese ikra no muntimi nye aduane because omo aka so omo ye aduane no omo sika omo di omo ka no ye nti omo so ye de ye aduane ma
me se me be kosko me nka me ntina twantro obekoi mambo ka 3000
oh esa
and okozo and the 2 weeks obeka ze daddy minimum anasa
because obi e di ni dem senior bi nso ba be di ni di
sorry we
say some friend sharing
thank you enti me hwe eka me si me hwe eka me ba no call we adisada ni Wesley girls omokoy eka ma bon me am to be bisa me say so e dey na e free wo mu
enye free
books cra me talk cra no it's not easy
pen obeto
you see so me pa ma ban cho Excellency yema ye ni nko education na e dey aba no e fantastic Ghana for na dey aba so because mama bi ani ba wo obuase oyeni papa oyeni ba kwala no ni made yes one opportunity oba Wesley girls but me ba no the pa me baba no pa me chose na danfo we say enye say bia me di bo say minim say bia ona bo nsu bua ye bua kwala ni bi
no correct
because me ba no call me to double or be free or crack school scout be free or crack be call the chrome grad this ye bua so my fat to me nso di na ka me ba no so ohwa onye ni ba obi su free prepare baby da ana kwan finfin ni ba na nya kwan waba adisada fantastic but the quality just said the man kwala no nti wanya extra teacher and train na dia because almost teachers if almost train ma munti ase uko kan so almost teacher
yes because you entiane
nti teacher no because so your classes classes no so a month no be 500 cedis nti imagine say kwala sen e na all teach nti mesre ade abayi de eye open yes education ministry no omuma omunan enye ntiatia aduma de anya hyase make sure say they will go to every school ako check environment to say na sitie nkola ni didie mu omunnam these are the quality we are talking about
okay
nti bi sema ban His Excellency enye say mabe ye ka Ghana asem say na Ghana e be konenim ene nti na to aba ma yen say yen ba mehwe enso yen ma Ghana etumpo nti say Ghana for can be bia etwa say etie na etu anamo because sesi ano wohwe ne ekoso na efon so ayedi nso ato nso efon so ayedi sesi abie kwan awofo no bi kwan be fa so kra omdi eyi be kwa akoma mama school no ayasem into you can imagine it is a situation where senka ya tumi aye nyoma infrastructure ne bebia ka we ensi
kensi
manu ensi
yera TT Kateno mpatwa kwaba pa ono ye NDC National Communications Team member wabeka ye ho me patwa yetimi ahwe video na because yenim say constitutionally no free SHS e wo ye system ni mu aye wo say Ghana yetimi eye na sebu MPP aban yetimi afa ato mo ho so na sesi aye hwa ye video a eda fidikase yesu e twa ne ho pa wo ba bia social media obia ehu Ghana school nkwara no eda baby omugya omunan enye se ye yidi ana bia na free hono mo court this hono nkwara no so beds eda hono their health now or penyina nkasa ohwe school no headmaster no e say on step it down. Is it the headmaster's fault or it is the initiator's fault?
Elaine Attoh ashefo nyina na pawe most of the time say me call set so na me share MPP communicator na or accept say aban no nyama ni bi enko yie sana na ebubu mesin egumenu because aban sana me only she me weapons na enfem guni so because then invariably on one person who say it's not going right. But being that is me, Elaine, it's so unfortunate say a dear way AC at this time. To see the mini on the car, no. And I'm buying also, but this is not going right. And directly, no say no. He's an indirect a beneficiary of the negativity na air cost. Yeah. Now you can say yes started have free SHS. John Dramani Mahama can say Montumobo, Monhre, na Montoto, Monhre, na Montoto, Monhre. But I policy at all costs. Make I fanfare moye. Make I even logo, unveiling of a logo.
Yeah.
Make I say omo launch ninyina no. Na foundation na nkasa enni ho inti ene yemba na ebre. It's unfortunate say headmaster who school mu wa ono ya na sacrificial lamb today and your fault you have pushed the people to the schools.
Yeah.
And me who reports BHS say the number of people the school can take and the number of people they had sent there, no, there was still a gap.
Yes.
I beg your pardon, Ministry of Education. Sadi omugusu ye debiya. Say mo synchro for 200 that school waiting afa. But when the 150 there come, so there you think there are 50 spaces. The truth of the matter is the 150 the crowd no only space. And today mean you supervision and going to doing the follow up no. You ask that I know there's a unit of Ministry of Education to go around to check the food, but you leave this aloof. To the extent that it worsens itself till parents get to know and they get media to jump in to get evidence. Because cover up. And said I believe strongly there are worse situations happening in other schools today. Free SHS, Obiaji to say a good policy. But the implementation, the procedure, never fire. To be frank, I'm infrastructure didn't know. Why do you force it? Why do you now inflict such punishment on children? They interviewed the boy or call. I don't want to mention the name of the school, but he interviewed during the reopening. Say what this school needs only for him to arrive at the school and realize that
total disappointment.
His heart was broken because it didn't look like a schooler. On why they were who saw school because the structures there no.
They are
appalling. Or share dining hall, baby on bed and all that. His heart was broken. What I say, we psychologically they cried then over this.
Yes.
Ebuna bem. So, into me feel say the government should, once it's their flagship program, they should leave a legacy. They should fix it before they leave.
So you think there should be a pause, there should be a break? Because from what I'm hearing, what I'm reading...
If you bring a break, the system is going to crash.
It's going to crash.
Yes.
Seriously crash.
The system is going to crash because so share, I don't know if I should call it formula. But in a few 2 months, go school 3 weeks.
3 weeks.
No, back another 5 weeks.
5 months. 5 months.
I don't get it.
Honorable Mincha, no. I did cry, me bano share gave us. I said, Tamamo Banon, so. What we say, Obi Co school, only mono.
Because they won't know their mates.
They don't know their mates. They don't know their mates.
Unlike us now, the system, I started Form 1 with you, we go home and we come back. You know the challenge. Today, the challenge parents are having is, parents cannot take their children on vacation.
No.
You know why?
You don't know the consistency.
No, those in SS1 and those in SS3, no. If they do way vacation, now we will school.
Now we will school.
We will vacation, we will school. And don't forget, parents have managed their life such that long vac, parents are going to take leave of work
and be with their children.
Time with their children.
Now they set that up.
It is not happening. So parents are struggling to balance their lives with their children at the same time with their jobs. And it is not being fair. What you are saying, come to think about it, the teachers are struggling
Very,
because there's
struggling.
nothing like a break.
No.
There's
They're running 2-3 sessions at a time.
What is
2 to 3 sessions at a time.
What are we rushing to crash? That's how I see it. Because you see, I know, see, I'm not careful, so SHS for now, move PA. Before I even come there, what system do we have? Intro exams. They push people through.
They don't write I.
They don't write I. They don't write
I.
They just push them.
They just push them through.
So this group of people now, you see, free SHS trumpeting with this poor quality education, are all going to go and line up at University of Ghana and line up at University of Tech and all that, and say that they have certificates from SHS and they want to enter university. Why wouldn't the university create, what do you call it? Excuse me to say, useless courses for them to take?
Some are doing courses online.
Yes.
They don't go to the
They don't go to the school. They don't go to
campus.
the lecture hall.
These courses will
doing
not.
courses online.
From Accra
campus.
These courses will not even help the nation per se, but they need to find somewhere to fix
them.
So, Oko University, I don't want to mention some of the courses, but people will feel bad. When you hear some of the management courses, grab say,
now wait,
first degree management course. Because management courses, masters ni wine out management.
Yes,
but first degree management. So I don't get it. First degree management, and I'm wondering.
She said science. Come was science 1, science 2, science 3.
What do you call him?
I was science 4.
What do you call him for? So I think that, to be frank with you, say the mean no. Government must go back. Me, if you ask me my opinion, we are going to crash whichever way. So they should still block it and start it properly.
The other West African countries, from research, have blocked what they started by going through that supposed curriculum, and they've gone back to their old curriculum, which helped. But it seems Ghana is the last to do this sort of policy. Why do we decide, say, the whole West African countries, no, go through a particular curriculum?
Then Ghana goes out.
Yes, and then Ghana goes out.
And they see exams.
So when we were writing our SSE, they weren't writing it. Other African countries weren't writing it. They had blocked it because they wanted the old system. So they come back on track. Na in Krano ain't some sort of stability at the moment. But that is not what is happening. And then we decide to play the blame game at the ma impending for sebi or more school pornano. Now our health problems in the schools, our security in the schools. Now nipa na ye pamono, headmaster na ye pamono. Where would he go?
You see, they just wanted an scapegoat and they got one. And
so why don't they use Educhuma as a scapegoat?
Oh, it's not possible. And that doesn't sack his ministers, no matter what they do. It's unfortunate, but he is the head. Now, the minister we'll say so no I practice US system and
me person me cast but Utienia headmistress ni assistant headmistress omo catch me one on one.
They've messed up the system. I think they need to block and go back to the old system. We are going to suffer a crunch.
Energy.
But let's revert to the old system where we know that this is first term, second term, third term. In the meantime, President Akufo-Addo build the structures to be able to accommodate the numbers and then revert. When you do that, you have still maybe, if the school takes 40 people, now you have 100 going, but they'll go in the normal batches. So they can proceed. And yes, they are. You have this
mishaps.
And the expenditure parents are going through is out of gauge. Because Oba, excuse me to say, and Neso Unkwala Waba Omonjo. Oba 17 or SHS2. Oba Betnefie 2 months. Mother works at a bank, leaves home at 7, comes home at 9:30 because I was so balancing the books from the bank. Let's just say, now
you're going to lose how to train your child.
And anything that happens to the child will go to come back to you. They like to explore into your any field, yeah.
And yet, free bone to
let's do what we want to do. And it's going to affect society in the coming years because that batch of children is going to affect them. Me say me lucky. My kids didn't get into the free SHS. At times I'm like, I am lucky, but there are other people's children there. When you talk to them, they are heartbreaks because Senkolan Betnefia, Sika wo beti se omunfanko classes. Their transportation na taxi airfare omunde kode ba. You still need to engage teachers to keep them busy. Yes. So now the teachers are torn between the curriculum we have. Am I teaching A before I teach B? Because Omko fees are 3 weeks now. Because they B. So which ones are you teaching these boys to be able to catch up in everything? And I said the system is now in a way say boy the government must look at the education system.
Very.
It's very critical. Because you can't bring a child that will do class 5 back to class 1.
No.
You can't bring them back. They should reform going forward. No. Now you how best they beat me. They should be ready for the backlash. Government, we've known you for backlash the emoji. We'll go to IMF and emoji backlash. You are still surviving. They are still surviving. So do the education, get the backlash, let the parents insult you, let us guardians insult you, but you would have fixed the so-called flagship program of the free SHS. Then we accept say my child is going to repeat for 1 year. After all, COVID, yet 1 year. Yes. So what difference does it make? Say I will have to accept say my child is going to stay home for another 6-8 months to be able to fit into the new system. I don't think parents will cry that much. No. Almost agree with that. COVID cry better than it is a sad day. Na assume jebeba. Na yebetime system na first term, second term, third term. Na teachers also in a breathing space with a refreshed mind to come and teach now. Look, Nanado, you've forgotten. You've forgotten. Lectures in the university poor more class size, more than 100. You know how long it takes before they bring the questions, the answers back to us. They end up getting TAs to mark to come and submit, let alone SHS. Forget your market. So who's suffering? Our children. Our children is most of the parents too. Our children and the parents are suffering. As an education system,
me third born. Me dem I want them, but me third born. Me third born. Na me US. And I na ni buy. Onya 9 ones. Ochuso achumota. But the man laboni. Yeah.
How?
That's electronic system.
System na nkasa ye kasa ye beke no so wan sema. Enya sema.
Me ni so amekwa akọ there. Afa.
Be di achiri.
And o si labonu no onko. Na dan for papa ni ba no call private. You know, they are Tanasco. This Islamic University. Yeah. All 34 months no Masido.
Okay.
They have a private school.
They have a private school.
Like an international school. nkwala ne die condition mu dibiane pa, you know, they have, and also obviously Arabic, asuyan Quran. I don't know go. Me go business cano. First me kemu, me share situation called system no ma. Hey, and I'm still be, and I'm tell so we back to
installments
50,000 annually. 50,000 Ghana cedis annually for the year.
Oh,
but
Lord.
me buy no me call no. They explain to me say, nimba no or good into man 10% because the now onya no good to man 10%. I feel so almost scholarship after
yes, exchange
can
programs.
Give you scholarship in Turkey or any country. They can obi or scaffold no so akola we the result na wafa kama no so no be paid scholarship. And so any say me to scan no we. Now me compare me ba no mo kwa this other scam me say no cry for a full term no cry.
It's quite
before
similar.
me ba no we at this other I'm spending more than 20,000 30,000 cry. Oh, so they do a lot of people know or we say will scout in the
private school.
Private school. Oh, and I'm banning me man in actually or your casa I'm say Friday person me na me go ya sorry wa me unu na ma channel design na ma frequency bi ama.
But you know the unfortunate thing, those who manage all these affairs no omo ba bi and Ghana.
Dabi. Omo jaye egu e na ye bre.
That is the problem.
Omo busia form.
Omo na mama no ne.
What you say eno mo jaye egu sa school ni mu na ye
which is very bad.
But I believe if the inspectorate union of the Ghana Health Service, Education Service, are able to do their jobs,
that is it.
You would have corrected this.
This anomaly would have been corrected a long time ago.
But you know the problem.
And I don't think this thing has started today.
Baby, o me call Nifa secondary school. Baby, o mu didi pa. Hey, Nifa ye nyina enim say as in Nkrumah time, schools now were building any nyina no. They have been left to be dilapidated and being destroyed. Yenya hwehwe, okwa ekuapem pa ye nim say Nifa is a good school. I'm not saying it's a bad school, but the infrastructure and then the destruction. What is ena oko omu administration blogger books na nkase gu firm.
Schools nusu nyamekan there is no schools are okay now. Piano obeko baby omunja omunaya ni clear.
Enye kra.
Enye pasa. Ibanu de okaze sebe utafrache mfani mbanu si chalo okofo wanu tugun. Say, Daddy, I talk to boo.
Yes, they themselves have dug holes in the bushes somewhere, and now they are trying to do what they can do for themselves as children. Yes, to feel comfortable. Here, next topic now, and I know you say 60% government performance. Polls no say 60% government is not performing at all. As per Ebia no money himself from 32% side, they cover 73%. No money himself was a performance. No, said your multimillion podium. So I say, oh, they may be able to change the system. Jobs, security, the health sector, agriculture, mining sector. Say, the mining sector. What's your take? Me call also Honorable Abubakar first.
Sir.
What's the
almost said the polls that is going on now is that 65% say the sitting government will fail. He's not meeting the standard. Whatever ultimately on the podium, so I can see Nyama ultimate for being look at our agricultural sector. The ultimate are planting for food and jobs. Our mining sector nankasana and share Sisiano ebetimi akransio if you are manoni. Time yenshe the mining, the agric sector. This not NDC MPP. Be dispassionate about it. Yenshe the agric and then the mining sector.
Elaine,
Honorable.
Yenim say MPP won power with flowery statements and wonderful slogans that Ghanaians believe say it is possible. Na omuba abemu so me believe say nenka mwanya abano sit back and to say Charlie Adada Uncle no. So what can we do to appease the level we raised their taste to? So we catch them say the member call Kempiski. No way nya. At least if I make call a punchy joint be a me could do for now. I would know say it is true. I didn't sit in an end condition to eat the Kempiski food. But the chop by you took me, the food was good.
Good.
So I don't have an excuse to say the food
comparatively,
was bad.
yeah.
And that is the challenge with the MPP. The statements are more here to say planting for, and then I see planting for food and jobs pickups are
oh, bloody me.
I see planting for food and jobs are it is said you two will be for the fee. Ah, these are pictures on social media. And you ask yourself, this project was tailored to cushion something. Planting for food and jobs. If you sit back and analyze it, the mentality and the idea was a good one. To be able to curtail and stop the importation of certain targeted food items. Let me say, wholesale project is not good for government. Remember, it's not in case I'm doing plant food. Okay, forget it. Target it and say I'm picking 2 line items or crop items. Rice, poultry. And invest into it and make sure say now poultry products are sustainable in Ghana. It would save us some $300 or $500 million at the port. But okasa we na cross border go share jeno go share nkruma go share toast ashen kuko ashen ponchina, then we end up messing the whole thing up and it's not actually getting what we want. So if you say going forward now, when you say you are going to target agric now, pick 2-3 sectors and focus. Invest the majority of the money there. Ghana. When you talk about sports, there are only 2 things we talk about. It's football.
Football.
And Ghana invests in football because that is what the passion is. So take a Greek and pick 2 line items. Let's say, okay, let's do rice. Rice and poultry. These are killers at the port.
True.
These are trouble or things that actually affect our dollar. Government invests into it to stabilize the local producers. Who stabilize here? Noah. You'll be surprised at what it has taken off your shoulder.
Yeah.
But they make the thing open, say, oh, yeah, and then it doesn't achieve its original aim. Now, it's enough planting for food and jobs. With all that they've invested in, still, we have the food crisis.
Yeah.
And Ghanaians, like you're saying, 65% are saying the government has lost. I don't think that if government tailored his interest to these line items, 2, 3, no focusing, no investing to it, no stabilize here. Imagine this and port hobby kuchikichi contain and stay in Cocoa Eba. And the port gidi on the flip side, looking at other items. I don't carry $1 so I drop it because it's about $2 billion go into poultry. Do you know what that amount of money can do to the local producers? When you are looking at the food chain, feeding of poultry, the packaging, the selling, in Kabay now, poultry will be something at the day. But in Ghana, the problem is,
sorry,
every food item, there's a cartel. And I will allow Abubakar to be part of it because Abubakar only me busyoni.
Yeah, true.
Abubakar won't pay me commission. So they will not allow you to enter the cartel.
Yes.
So they'll block you and walk you out. So the cartel is just in a few hands. Syndicate. And they are those who can import poultry and can get even exemptions in some of the taxes.
Yes.
And this is killing the country. I believe, say, if government will tailor it and say, these line items are what we think, say, we will do it. You can't do everything, government.
No.
But leave a name, say, poultry, we reduce importation from maybe 10 metric tons to 2 metric tons. Then you are good to go. Obisu beba, so tomatoes, short. Intimate so main question, production of tomatoes. Say, how can we solve it? And also form. And don't forget, once you invest in the infrastructure of the poultry, they are going to maintain it over the years. You've done your bit. It's fair. Obisuba, also for 2-3 line items. Also invest here, was stabilizing your cost. Within a short time, this planting for food and jobs concept now, one district, one factory concept. Look, if you say one district, one factory, I ask this question then. Let me take poultry. You can do poultry in every district.
True.
Just to reduce it.
True.
This project almost say almost see your friend warehouses.
Warehouses. No.
I ask myself the question: why didn't you convert warehouses into a particular project? Let me say poultry farming.
Poultry farming.
In every district. And believe me, once you are monitoring this project, it will reduce into. Ghanaians will prefer to buy the fresh chicken than the dead
rather
chicken.
than the dead chicken.
Because the dead chicken too is cheaper. Because somebody else is making money in importing it.
Yes.
And it's causing the local producer of the poultry to have a high cost of production. So if you are going to do this and you do it right, Elaine, I think that at times, yes, since the opposition, you think differently. When you're in government, you think differently. Yeah. But opposition is here to always remind those in government that there is an option.
Yes.
And at times, there are people in government who listen.
True.
Yeah. I'm telling you, there are people in government who listen and will come back to you and tell you, say, this is what we are.
Because they are doing it for the love of the country.
They are doing it for the love of the country. Yeah. Especially, 65% are saying the government is failing. Somebody will begin to think that, okay, we've invested 2 million Ghana cedis or 2 billion Ghana cedis into NAPCO. Today, the kids are sitting at home. My question is this. Why did he not direct this amount of money into 1 or 2 factories, build it, and employ 40,000 or 20,000 Ghanaians for life? Doesn't it make sense?
That would have saved a lot.
It makes a lot of sense. You would have still kept them in business and they are still being paid.
They won't be home.
What I say, but when you come to this thing now, politics. It's not about politics.
It's about Ghana first.
It's about Ghana. It's about Ghana. Look, if you people have forgotten, look at Ghana Gas. Look at the investment they did in Ghana Gas. Today, it is employing thousands of Ghanaians. People. And it's going to continue because they are also expanding.
True.
So, what is it that when you get into government, you forget that you've lost focus, that Ghanaians gave you the power to rule. And you came in to help the average Ghanaian. It's not too late.
It's not too late.
If they have anything left on Ghanaians now, I'm going to target 1 or 2 projects which is part of the agenda. No mukutano. Planting for food and jobs. And I don't waste your time going around looking for getting your agriculture minister to be planting cassava and plantain and going to market and say plantain when you born the
3 cedi.
Forget about that one. Pick another line item our own say Ghanaians can do, invest into it, and let's have our peace of mind.
Right. Mr. Abubakar, Mpacho, your take.
Yes. Maybe I can say the whole world. Krobe pan and Yakupo Ashras in Ghana. I always ask that question. Say Krobe pan and Yakupo Ashra is in Ghana. Because Namia might be Biami Nimadia and Yakupo Maya.
Yeah, will be.
Yasasi crowd, Udo feature in crowd.
To be blue, I will not
be tomato na in Sunu Faguo. The next time about the Fifi.
Okay.
So God has blessed this country.
Yet.
But I always say, you penny for a bed, your man in the moon. Your bottom man, abro. Look, we should, may you will say, be a friend at the Mudao. Because you go for bar. Now, Obian Muse, who used to Corolla, and I'm used to Camry. Now, alternative cheap, Mizu Lampusa, Mato Lesos, Mato Way, now me go for bread. I'm making money and I forget, say, me basa me be sum ni pano.
Yeah.
Now the person me kumina, what's done, what to done, what way, who do you call it? And if I know who do you call, nani pano bread. So, yen pelifona e dik o mane ni na ye bana ye fum sika ye tisa ye fum ye se akotum punu kra oh ye fum nyoma na nipa na ye sum no ye kan se nipa na no abedi wachi no ebedi wachi nti utonu mi e dia ma umma enu dachi ma because otira e bia mi ba ko sha ba baba bobra because we dey why we are buying sika na why ye nyoma anya sika nti bi dem me dem am bobra hwe me ba
okay
en fa na odi sika no ko bibi a wo bia no ye obi sin wo ye ko nti ya to aba man ye sere Omampani misre me de me betra say mamiska na yo nyame na hwe me yakopon no ne ma me bidi nyame na ewu me obi anim nia me di ansa na me duwa obi anim nia wade a woduwa ebi asa be otafrajo ya wo obi a waskem onya ni ba otumi hwe ni ba to okoko e ma ni ba ko university otumi to nkwadu ma ni ba ko university so let's look at it say bibia obeye bia no atemuda ho enti ebu o man no a yenka hu say ye wakuntabuo bi wo baabi so so no ya agyeman a nipa ba ko bi obebu ku to ba ko bu nkunta me di ahini die ma wo no kwan ben so na fire udi rule nipa no because and ye man bi aye anyeska because yeah ko jira platforms ye de enka ho ube ka say sila kulago ya man bibia onya bibia nti na o ka say da bi obi oni mi fitimi kola be mi na mi ka no kure say no kwenti na obekumi akumi because let me remind them in 1 Timothy chapter 6 verse 7 or see for we bring nothing into this world
and we go with nothing
and the same thing will go with nothing because money is the root of all evil. Until you feel say obe pesca na nipa no won chen mbrea and only nyame because ne ayaka no ya to aba man me ko kan si lakulaku kasa yenya ne nipa no mo to aba no ma ye no yenya ne o mo pe arambwa
bacho ha no no
obi bisa yeso say nya mo me fere rade omo be ya apede
yes
uye jana apede a unya yakopon edusha but one year jana apede a ene wo de o si se ho nti yenya ne agana for pe because you see a break it which we can break the eight me nka say yenya adwuma o ya ye adwuma but enoma bi wo ha nipa bia wo tu anima wo ko anima unhu achi what I say nti ye check nipa no na ehu say adwuma na ye no ye ya suboman no ya mba mbe say nipa no mbe sum ye ba ye be sum nipa no
yes
nti ye sum nipa no say de be ya ebeboa because me to me enka hwe party there be party whether it's good or bad that's where I belong to but the truth must be told it I say kanu kra no because no man enkwe me can say no man koyi and no man koyi sister you can't hold 20 cedi now I chop very good cake
there be o
20 cedi you can't chop very good cake what I say so if you look at what is happening now let's say I'm penny for ya sumo man no ya yepi obia un say obia no abeye ni na but ubeyepi but let's do the quality let's do better because we believe that we can do it and internet the man too
yes
man nye asuche ya kasa yentie ya leaders no so am positions wo ministry ni o ma no ma mo be pese me nkunya because ka un say ochina
Kama is a bitch. It will get you when you least expect it.
that is it
Yera Abubakar Suleiman Laku. I've mentioned it right?
yeah.
Onoye MPP Communications team member and the first the first
national Nasara
coordinator. First national Nasara coordinator. Ono enebeka ya ho. Ene Yera Titi Katano. No so NDC National Communications team member. Omumi no mbeka ya ho. Ene day ena yetimi etwetwe nkomo. Ewo ye fidi kase no so yes.
I want to say a very good morning to my Member of Parliament, Rita Odole, so La Dadekotopong, and former parliamentary candidate for Domi Pabenya, I friend no Akurugu Elikplim, and I wish my very good friend Nakoyo or contest Ewo Kaswa Mohono. I wish them well in the upcoming primaries. Maybe you'll be an himself in a job, Mahama, in tea, or the number one. I'm a flag bearer.
Okay. Okay, Nyami and Shao. Happy birthday to my darling girl, Miss Lavina Obinewa Dubin. May God bless your new age. Much love to you. From Accra Kofi Dako of XYZ Broadcasting. This has been Edika Midino Elaine Attoh. Ohenewa kesi bwahene ebe twaso yebasima.